I'm going to put a Instagram thing on. I mean, what am I doing? Facebook, yeah.
We work in social media.
I know things.
I can't keep this all to myself. I got all you need and I'm sharing the wealth. Talking it up, who should I tell? Like, blah, 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 blah. I can't keep this all to myself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I am Hilda.
I'm Nathan.
And we are EO7 Media. And this is The Pitch Session, a weekly podcast where we sit down and talk about a certain brand. We go through their marketing, their social media, and everything that makes them them. And then we pitch an idea through photography, videography, and marketing to come up with a campaign for them in under an hour. Each of these sections are limited to 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, we figure out who they are, their brand, their identity. And then for 15 minutes, we're going to go into photography and discuss the ins and outs of what could be a great idea. And then we're going to go into videography, where we discuss what could be a good idea for their marketing. And then we go into the actual marketing aspect. I'm pointing to Nathan because that's what it's going to be.
We should say, though, that I'm not the marketing expert.
Yes.
I'm the assistant.
Yeah.
I'm taking the notes,
Yes.
and I'm kind of in every camp helping.
Yes.
Giving
You are.
the input of
Yes, because
an
you do
assistant.
photo and video
Right.
and marketing. And I mean, I do photo and marketing, you do video and marketing,
Yeah.
and then,
But your specialty, though, being
Yes.
photo,
Yes.
yours being video.
Yes.
So let's dive
Let's.
into the first 15 minutes. So this week, we have the honor of doing one of my favorite local food places. I'm actually super excited about this because this is my favorite place to get ice cream, and there's only one location. We're going to talk about Pingree Grove's own Milk House ice cream. So let's dive in to Milk House ice cream. What did we find out about their marketing thus far?
Yeah, Hilda, do you want to take
Or
this?
their
'Cause
brand-
you
their-
did
I'll
the-
look over
brand
it.
identity.
Yes. So I found out. Do I talk to you or do I talk to the camera?
you talk to us.
Okay. So what I found out is that they are a husband and wife team who started the company, and they were both in previous careers. One was a lawyer. One was, help me out here.
A jeweler.
A jeweler, that's
Yeah.
right. And he had issues with carpal tunnel. We can relate. So
Yeah.
So when they bought, I don't know if they bought the farm.
Yeah, they bought the family farm.
They bought the family
Yeah.
farm, and they decided that they're going to start renovating, and they decided that they're going to make one of their buildings into an ice cream store.
And when you say buildings, it's actually really small.
Is it?
I think maybe like 12 or 15
Okay.
people can fit in there
I haven't been there.
comfortably.
Okay, what does
it's
it look
pretty
like from
tiny.
the outside?
It looks like the side of a barn.
Okay.
If you didn't know it was there is like a picnic table outside.
Okay.
It's really
So
pretty.
you go there looking for the place.
You go there for ice cream.
Okay.
Literally, there's an abandoned church across the street.
Ooh.
It's not abandoned anymore. It is going to be turned into a wedding venue.
Gotcha.
And really, that's it. There's housing
Okay.
around that.
Okay, so I love that it's a very family-oriented business. They have their kids sampling the ice cream.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of product testing from what I've seen on the website. So it's all natural and it's local.
It's not all like normal flavors.
Yes, like the rhubarb ice cream. It's like
They have corn ice cream, which was
Okay.
delicious.
Really, I
Yeah.
would have never tried that. What other flavors have you tried?
So many, because whenever I go there and there's something like really obscure,
Okay.
we have to get it. We
Okay.
have to try it. Most of the time, they're out of this world good, and we had no idea that it could be that good.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like, not my thing. I'm more into cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm.
But having the variety and like the weekly variety, like it changes.
Oh,
I
it's
think,
every week?
Every week or
Okay.
every month. I think it's every week, actually.
Okay.
But it's phenomenal, and especially being so close to like a community aspect, which I'm going to get to in a little bit with the social media. I really like their branding, what they're doing right now, because they don't need to be overglowing. They don't need to be super high end or anything like that. I
Yeah.
think what they're doing is really nice.
Yeah.
So we have the story, we have their concepts. We are going to be talking about how to get more people in the door. So let's talk about their marketing that they're doing right now.
They have Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram, they have 2,685 followers as of now. Facebook, they're kicking ass on Facebook. They have 14,000 followers on Facebook.
That is madly impressive.
Very, very impressive. So I kind of was trying to figure out how they have so many versus, Instagram, and
Yeah.
what's the So what do you think the difference is?
I think first and foremost, they're a local business.
Okay.
And I think Facebook is the best social media for local businesses.
Okay.
Instagram is more of the outreach. Like let's show what we can do, to everyone around
Got
the
it.
world. Instagram is it's a global social media.
So people probably go and check in, like, I am here.
Yes.
And,
and
tag.
Facebook is all about sharing and communities, and it's very like tight knit. Like, hey, I'm only going to share this with people I already know, and if you already know someone, they're probably in your community already.
Yeah.
So that's how they
That
probably
makes
grew
sense.
and snowballed into it.
Okay. So
so I
probably
think
very organic reach.
Facebook is much more organic
Gotcha.
than the other platforms.
Gotcha.
I believe.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I think Facebook is probably their best platform that they can be on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also going to say, especially for a younger generation, I would say they should be looking at TikTok.
Okay.
Now, I'm the video guy. It's very easy for me to say, let's do it on YouTube. But I don't think outside of maybe 5 or 6, maybe 10 videos, like good quality videos, and we'll get into that in the video section.
So they don't
but
need
I
to
don't
be
think
heavily relying on YouTube, is what you're saying.
I don't think they need to be, no.
Okay. But why do you say TikTok?
I think TikTok is really good because while Facebook has the awesome growth potential, it has the information, it has the connectivity, TikTok is all about the right now.
Okay.
It's all about, hey, what's going on right now? And you could, again, we'll get into that in a different section. Sorry, I'm getting excited for this one. But I think TikTok is really important for the flash in the pan right now. And especially, it's, middle of June right now. We're going into summer. That's an ice cream store.
Yeah.
Let's get people in the door.
Yeah.
Let's get them excited.
Yeah.
Let's show some awesome quick little videos on YouTube, on TikTok.
Well, their algorithm is much more optimized to show people some like new cool place that maybe they get a little bit of traction, they can blow up because TikTok there's very advanced algorithm in terms of like allowing people to blow up and get out there. So and then a lot of young people will use that platform to find like where's the cool new place to go. So definitely that would be a good place for them to enter into, because the point is they're not on that at all now, right?
Not
that
at
we
all.
found.
No.
Yeah.
Not linked from their site anyway. Yeah.
The other big socials, I don't think they need to be on. They don't need to be on LinkedIn. They don't need to be on Vero or anything like that.
No, they're not going to go national. So
No.
I mean, if they do,
Google business page would be good.
Yes,
for reviews.
Yes, so I noted their reviews are out of this world. I think over 800, and they're at 4.8 stars, so almost flawless. Yes,
it makes sense.
The one thing, well, I guess I'm mentioning this now because I don't want to forget. They don't feature any of those awesome reviews on Instagram or Facebook, which I think they should be.
I think every single one of those needs to be on every social platform.
Yes.
And we'll get into that as we get into marketing about how to post these. But what did we learn about their brand identity? So the thing I think a lot of people out there don't realize is that we don't go into every business and say, hey, you need this, this, and this. No, we want to learn who you are.
Yes.
We want to learn who the client is.
Yes.
And then we're gonna design something for that audience, for their goals in mind. So what is their brand identity so we can start branding content for them specifically?
I don't know if this is a brand identity, but what really stuck out to me was how family oriented they are.
I think that's a huge issue.
Authentic they are to who they surround themselves with, to where they live. Because I think the website says that the what's her name, Brooks family goes all the way back to the early 1800s, who owned the land.
Oh, the land.
The land. So that's why they purchased
so it's a lot of
it. Yes,
history.
there's a lot of history with the land. Yes. So that's why I think the whole family feeling I get from the website, the whole community feeling that, they really don't care about the fluff and the fancy things. They just they want to make people happy. And what makes people happy? Ice cream. What makes people even happier? Natural ice cream. What makes people happier than that? Families
and natural
ice cream. So, I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to bring my family here at all.
You brought up a good idea about the quality aspects, and when you look at something like Ben and Jerry's or something like that with the high quality printed graphics and stuff, they don't have that on their pints. Because you can go there, you can get cones, you can get sundaes, or you can get pints.
Okay.
And the pints have stickers on them.
Okay.
And to me, that screams awesome.
Yeah.
That means I'm not getting this produced out in Vermont or
Yeah.
California and shipped here.
Yeah.
I'm not getting these like printed
Yeah.
boxes from another country. They are literally printing these stickers when they have those
Yeah.
flavors.
Oh, right.
And then
Doesn't
sticking
it
it on
kind
the
of make you
outside.
feel special? Like,
Absolutely.
like, oh, this is a limited,
It's a limited edition,
Yeah.
it's small batch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you said that they only have one location and they
Yes.
probably don't even ship out, right? Is
I
that correct?
highly don't
Can
think
you
they
imagine
do.
shipping ice cream in the summer?
Shipping ice
That
cream would be
expensive.
a nightmare
Yeah.
and really expensive.
Yeah.
So this is the only way to get their product is to go to
Right.
this one location.
Right. In Pingree Grove. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's definitely a big part of their brand. It's like this
I
is
think so,
the
too.
place. You can only come here. Yeah. So definitely.
And I love the colors too. Their branding colors are.
What's the colors?
All I remember is
I
they
think
were
it's
very
pink.
bright. One
White and
was,
pink?
and one of them was like a nice green like this,
Okay, okay.
and that like really caught my eye. And the other one was, I think, a bright pink, which is perfect for ice
Perfect,
cream. Yeah,
perfect.
absolutely perfect. But it's not overdone. It's not
Okay.
like several colors. It's just like 2 or 3 colors. So that's really well done.
While you were going through their Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
what did you notice about their feed, about the branding elements?
That they're very heavily focused on the ice cream itself, which is cute, but I think they need to add more people to it.
We'll get to that in photos.
And I think that it's just being posted from the owners, so I don't think that they're going for anything specific. But the photos are very well done. They're nicely lit.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
good close-ups.
Okay.
They
And it's
provide a lot of
mostly-
detail.
It's mostly product photos.
Mostly
isn't it?
products. That's
Mostly
correct.
It's ice
Yes,
cream
like
cones.
I would love to see like even the cows being milked, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really dumb. But it's like,
No, I
like
actually-
it's
I like
so
that idea.
fresh that like, hey,
And
the
again,
cows
we'll
around the
get
corner.
into that in your photos. I don't want to jump the gun here.
Sorry.
No, I'm excited too. Like I want to go into, I just want to dive into so much. For videos, they didn't have a lot of video. They had a promo video, and that's about it,
Yes,
right?
on YouTube. Yes,
On YouTube.
They have videos through Reels that we looked up,
They're
but
pretty sparse. I think the last reels we saw were from December.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
been quite a
And,
while.
and when was the last time they posted on Instagram?
on Instagram was 4 to 6 weeks ago.
4 to 6 weeks
Yeah,
ago. And when was the last time they posted on Facebook?
about the same, May 15th.
Oh, okay. So obviously we're going to talk about that. I think the consistency needs to be better. But we have like 4 minutes left. Is there anything else about the branding identity? Like who is their avatar? Who is their customer avatar?
I guess I mean, it's got to be more than one. But if I had to pick one,
every brand has multiple avatars to a certain degree, but
that's tough.
When you're marketing something like this.
I'm gonna say
pick one.
I'm gonna say you want somebody who's bringing more than just themselves
Yes,
and a friend.
I agree
Maybe
with
you
this
want
too.
somebody who's bringing kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
So
want
I guess the
parents
mom-
in the area.
Yeah,
Yep.
mom, dad.
Now what area are they in again?
This is Pingree Grove. It's
Pingree
right around
Grove.
Elgin, right around
Okay.
Carpentersville, Algonquin, Illinois.
Okay.
Are they much smaller than Elgin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pingree Grove is very small. It's a very
Okay.
small community. A lot of houses, not
Okay.
a lot of commerce there.
Gotcha.
I'm going to extend what you said there. I think you should be marketing to families, but families in their 30s to early 40s. Maybe like late 20s to very early 40s. And what I mean by that is they have kids
Yep.
who are able to enjoy this. Kids under 15.
Okay.
They're not reaching that
little
rebellious
kids
phase.
want to go to the ice cream
Yeah,
place,
little
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So having those family kind of mentality, but with enough money that you can support a small business that's charging a little bit more for ice cream, but the quality's there. The
Yeah.
quality's worth it. So it's not just, hey, you're going to get this $1 ice cream. We're going to treat you to this great ice cream.
Yeah.
So local to Pingree Grove, families, especially with children. Or date nights or things like
Yeah.
that. But we're going to focus on families.
You
Yeah.
could target like 20-year-old, 15 to 20 and
Yeah.
or whatever,
But-
and their
but,
friends.
yeah.
But if you want to choose
We're going to target
one,
the families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one kind
Yeah.
of avatar.
And
yeah.
on top of that, I'm also going to say that we are going to focus on the family idea of nostalgia. So because we're looking at this age range of late 20s to very early, I'm saying like 40
Okay,
max.
40 max, I would say.
And then because these people remember what it was like to go with their families to the ice cream shop, and they want to give that to their kids.
Yeah.
So it's a family-owned business.
And it's not Dairy Queen.
And it's
also.
not Dairy Queen. It's something truly special. It's a treat. It's not a Dairy Queen treat, you know?
Right.
And of course, Dairy Queen has its place. I love my earthquake brownies.
I like when they turn it upside down.
Right.
But this is more of the nostalgia. It's more the old school. It has a lot of deep roots in the community. It's got a lot of family. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. So are there any other elements? We have a minute and a half left to go over their branding identity.
I don't know if I should.
I think we have it, though.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I just want to talk about the ice cream truck
Then
so
let's
bad.
jump in. So let's dive into photo. Hilda, take us away for photo.
All I know is that when I was looking at their Instagram feed, I wanted to see more people enjoying the ice cream because I was already sold when I looked at the website and I'm like, oh, where is it? Tell me more. And when I went to their Instagram, I felt a little bit like let down almost because I'm like, oh, where's like the little kids dripping ice cream down their chins?
Why is that important?
It just shows that connection, you know, as a mom, you know, it's like I want my kids to have fun no matter how old they are. So especially I remember them being little and taking them to the ice cream store and picking out whatever they want and like just watching them enjoy it and that dripping down their face. Like that's what kids do.
The dripping down the face?
Dripping down the face is just like every
a
mom
cute
can.
mom thing.
Yes, 100%. So if the moms are your avatar, then you got to show some kids eating ice cream.
Gotcha.
You already have that idea from knowing that it's this place, you see their ice cream, but you want to like really reinforce that in the marketing.
That is correct. Yeah. So it's like this is not a formal fancy place, and then showing the kids, you know, eating ice cream and have it drip down. It's like hey, don't worry, we'll just wipe that off the table, you know, because you said they have a picnic table out there.
It's community. Yeah. They care more about the community than they do the facade of the fake look, the plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah, and everything's very wood there, which I really like. So it's very like calming.
Okay.
So tell me, like, what kind of photos do you envision? You know, you have all the time in the world to take these photos. What would you want their photos
I
to
would
be?
probably do a bunch of series, you know, so I would probably show like a family coming into the store, close-ups of the kids like looking through the glass, you know, picking their favorite ice cream.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, like maybe showing their like eye sparkle in the reflection.
Yeah, that's really
and, like,
good.
You know, pointing to the
Thank
ice cream
you,
that
Nathan,
they're
for
picking
taking
out.
notes.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Because I'll forget. I would love to show more of the ice cream truck that they rent out for. If I don't know if it's events or not, but they said ice cream truck is available for rent, and my mind immediately went to, oh my God, that would be such a fun treat for even a company like LRS, for example, to reward their employees with, you know, Friday ice cream.
I love
Bring it into the
that.
parking lot, you know. So I'd be like, I would want to show photos of that. But more importantly, weddings and ice cream go well together. So I would definitely want to show ice cream at an event, even a birthday party. Doesn't have to be a wedding. Like, can you imagine a kid like saying, hey, come to my birthday party, I have an ice cream truck.
And not only is it ice cream truck, but it's good ice cream. It's not the Sonic the Hedgehog with the awful gumball at the bottom. It's
so
actually good ice cream.
You would be like the coolest kid on the block if you had an ice cream truck at your party. Like that would be.
That's a really cool idea. So, what kind of photos would you get of that?
I would want to show the kids lining up excitedly, waiting for the ice cream truck.
That's good.
Yeah, and like especially the little ones, like the little ones, like 2 or 3 year olds, like waiting their turn. Like they would be jumping up and down. You know,
that's so adorable.
So like I would
it.
probably show that, like their little feet, or like even showing like their little toesies with the ice cream dripped on their toes, or like down the front.
That's cute. That's a very like mom thing right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just anything that has to do with people enjoying their ice cream. And I would also want to show like the behind the scenes on how they make the ice cream. Like, is it like, what are the machines? What's the process? Like, where does the milk come from? Does it come from your dairy farm?
Yes.
You know, who's milking the cows? Like that sort of thing, you know?
So you brought this up in the beginning about talking about milking the cows.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
I don't know why I'm just obsessed with that.
No, but it is because like everyone wants to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see, like, there's literally subreddits out there that are called like oddly satisfying, where you can just watch someone make dough. You know, you can just watch this simple thing that people take for granted.
But because those people are doing it with a passion and the heart, so that's why it's fascinating to watch. So I want, even if they're not milking their own cows, because it's like I don't want to like assume that.
Right.
But I know that they're making their own ice cream. So like, you know, like what is the process? Like when do you add the ingredients?
When
like
do you
what
add
else?
the salt and everything else? Yeah.
Salt?
Yeah, I've made my own ice cream once.
Okay.
And then I opted against it.
You try everything once.
I do try it, yeah.
But this is perfect for the brand identity that we're
perfect.
going for,
Correct.
showing
Okay.
the how the sausage is made. That's what you want, is like that cool ice cream parlor that, you know, we know the people who work
Yeah.
there, or like, you know, it's one location.
Yeah.
It's in an old farmhouse.
Yeah.
So like really seeing that, oh, this is like
Yeah.
homemade, that they're making
Exactly.
the stuff.
And I
that
would love to
brings
also-
that authenticity.
Right. And I would also
authenticity.
love to show like the ingredients in their raw form before they're like, so here's the milk, here's the sugar,
rhubarb.
the rhubarb.
Which
yeah.
you don't really associate with
No.
ice cream.
No,
but when you taste it, it's really good.
Somebody recommended rhubarb wine to me one time, and
Yeah.
I just about like, you know, turned my nose up to it, and they said just shush and try it.
Right.
And it's my favorite thing
Rhubarb
ever.
is amazing if you make it right. But this is
Okay.
not a cooking show,
Okay.
so we're not going to go down that
Yeah.
path.
And I also noticed on their Facebook page they have this farmer bringing in the rhubarb, and there's
Yes.
a photo of him like holding the giant rhubarbs and smiling. I think he even has like boots on. And I'm like, why is that not on their Instagram page? That's what needs to be on the Instagram page. Like all the cool it seems like there's more people photos on their Facebook.
Okay.
So I would, if I'm doing the photography, like I would want to go with that farmer to the rhubarb place where he plucks it out of the
Kinda
ground.
show the
and-
whole journey.
Whole journey, yes. And
Okay.
that would obviously work well for video.
Do you think that what would be better, staged photos where it's like, oh, the rhubarb's like in front of the sun and it's
No.
beautiful, or do you want to get more like a raw, real
a
feel?
more raw, real feel, because that's who they are. That's their brand, you know. So I would I want to see the mud on his boots. I don't want, you know,
Yes.
that sort of thing. So I would just follow them doing whatever it is that they do all day and just take a bunch of photos and then, you know, pick the best ones. And they would like have a bunch of Instagram to post and Facebook and marketing. And so I just want to be there. I don't know what it is about this place. It really, it has this like almost like movie-like romantic feeling to
It
me.
very much is, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like,
we might have to wrap this up early and go get some ice cream.
okay, hey, I'm not opposed to that.
I love your ideas because everything is so on brand.
Okay.
And everything kind of like puts them above and beyond everyone else what's doing this. I can't think of another ice cream brand or even like a dessert brand in general that has this kind of appeal. I can't. Like I'm
I
drawing
can't
a
either,
complete
no.
blank.
No.
Especially like near me. I can't think of another store like this. Like I could go to Walmart, I can go to Woodman's, I can pick up ice cream, but I'm not going to have the experience. And I
Right.
think that's what they're really bringing here.
Right.
So I think by showing the behind the scenes, you're showing the experience of the journey of the food.
You're right.
But also you're showing the experience of hi Jimmy. My cat just interrupted us. Like he's a constant interruption on all of our shows. Back on track.
Okay.
But I think the other thing is showing the experience
Yeah.
of the families, like just like you had with the kids.
Yeah, and I would also love to like show the whole thing surrounding like the farmland
Yes,
and everything
yes,
else. You know,
yes.
where do they live? Do they live in the neighborhood? Like how does all
that's
this?
interesting.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go into like their private lives.
No,
or
I'm sorry.
Something like that.
Yes, I meant like the people who come here, like
Oh,
show them
yeah,
as well,
perfect.
like where are they coming from, you know,
Yeah.
and why, and like show the interaction between like the customer,
Yep.
you know, and the client, the customer and the owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that a lot. That's super solid. Can you think of other photo ideas that you would do?
Many, but just I can't put into words right now. Yes, I would.
The
Like I
constant
said,
problem with
the whole ice cream. The going back to the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Like I would maybe want to take photos of the ice cream truck there, you know, and then see like how the kids respond to it. Like you know, letting the kids go on the ice cream truck and see like. You know,
Okay, like touring
show them
the
around.
truck.
Yeah,
Letting
that
them
would
go
be fun.
inside.
Exactly.
Every kid loves a
Yes.
truck.
Yes, because if they're allowed to do that, then they'll probably want to come back again.
That's true. That's true.
Just saying.
Again, sorry. Then it's like it's an experience.
Yes.
And if you're staying on brand, if you're staying with the family orientation and the authenticity, it's all about the experience.
Yeah.
I think what we're trying to do is, because our goal again is get people in the
Get
door.
people in the
right?
door.
And our avatar is families, people,
Right.
whatever, late mid-20s to
Late 30s, yeah.
late
Yeah.
30s. Okay. So what you're doing, you're trying to sell is you're selling the experience
Right.
of bringing your kids to this
Right.
cool
Yeah.
like farmhouse like ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
So that is that is what you're trying to communicate with these photos.
I forgot one last thing. Since they have them in containers, I would definitely want to show somebody coming in to pick it up for like dessert and taking it home to their family, so it doesn't not everybody can come there all the time, but they can still have this delicious homemade ice cream to take home.
So maybe like get some like a photo series of like them waiting in line, like ordering it and then going home and like sharing it with the family like around a movie or something like that.
But this is why it's better to shoot coverage of a real event that's occurring as opposed to a staged thing.
Yes.
Instead, you're getting like you're really going there on a day that they actually have customers.
Yes.
You're shooting real customers. That's going to help you sell the authentic experience as opposed to doing a staged
100%.
photograph. Like you want people to see the real place and see real kids enjoying themselves. So that's a great justification.
Yeah. So it's not going to be like a styled shoot. For food.
But I think what he just brought up too is a really good idea, is that we don't need to see them taking it home. Maybe we can just, maybe the family kids are in the car and they're like bringing it back and the kids are like, but showing the authenticity, like less staged. I'll get into staged in the video.
So maybe then
idea,
just like the
more live, more like real.
The container just sitting on the kitchen counter.
But that's still a kitchen counter.
But like at their house, I mean.
Oh, gotcha.
And then they just, just like that it's empty.
Bowls.
That it's empty because they just finished it,
Yeah, I like
that's something I like though. I like the being there. I like selling the experience of being there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go there because if you're taking the ice cream and you're going to eat it at home, that's fine, and maybe they have like the best flavors because it's homemade and all that. But I think what the strongest thing so far in this brainstorming session has been, we're going to sell the idea of take your kids to this cool ice cream place. It's one of a kind.
Gotcha.
And you're selling that experience with the photos. So
that's the point, is getting them in the door. Let's get them there. Right.
Cool. In that case, we got to show the kids dripping with ice cream. Yeah.
I think that's horrendous, but I don't have kids.
Oh my God.
that is
you
a
think
nightmare to me.
Are you serious?
It's a nightmare because even as a kid, like if any food ever dripped, I would freak out and I would have to clean it before I'd have to do anything else.
What is wrong with you?
I know. I can't.
I do have a problem with the dripping. Do you mind if I share a quick story?
I would love it. I would love it.
We have 3 minutes left.
We have 3 minutes
left.
left.
In Chicago, the CTA buses, they all have on the side or on the back a picture for like it's some sort of like pasta advertisement, and all the photos, it's like a bowl of pasta, and there's like red sauce dripping down the bowl, and it's disgusting.
I agree
Every
with
time
that.
I see it, it drives me crazy.
What's the ad for?
The ad is for pasta, like
Okay.
some sort of like
Pasta or the sauce?
pasta.
Okay.
Oh, that's such a
Spaghetti and like
disappointment.
rigatoni, whatever
Okay.
types of pasta.
Yeah.
And the picture is of a bowl of pasta, and there's like red sauce dripping down the bowl.
Okay.
And it drives me. It looks disgusting. It drives me crazy. Like the fact that they thought that was a good.
Well, I mean,
idea.
maybe they're thinking
But
of like more home, like just slop it in and go.
It might be because like
that's not
people might
appealing.
talk about how gross it is, and it gives them more exposure.
Okay, so it's
If
the
anybody
anti-advertising?
in Chicago might know what I'm talking about, because a lot of CTA buses have
Really?
on the back and the
How
side.
disgusting.
Oh my God,
It
that's
is-
so
it's-
funny.
It drives me nuts when I see it.
That's so funny.
I don't know what the name of the brand is, but
All the better.
but that might that might be the
I'm
same
just saying,
thing with these.
every mom on God's green earth has experienced the dripping ice
Yeah,
cream
yeah.
on the
Or
shirt,
milk
on the kid.
mustache and
Yeah, exactly.
Come closer to the mic.
Closer to the mic. Got
Yep.
it.
Yay.
Okay, you're good
I'm
with
good.
photo?
Yep.
Let's go on to the next. Nathan,
End this segment now.
end this segment.
All right.
Let's move on to video. So
fade out.
I'm going to
Right.
start this off and say I'm literally going to steal most of your ideas
Go
here.
for it. I was hoping
Because
so.
I think in video, you can actually have even more emotion, especially with children.
Because you could show the whole thing
You can
that
show
I just
the whole
described.
progress
Yeah.
and the story. But on top of that, I'm going to get into like the realism in a second, but I got to get this one idea out. I want to shoot something kind of in the vein like Sandlot,
Okay.
where it's from an adult's point of view, showing the nostalgia of being a child. You know, because Sandlot had that very like knowing feeling behind everything, and everything was very like, hey, remember the good old days when things weren't as bad as you actually thought they were? And I love that. I love the idea of kind of like Richard Cunningham kind of like talking over like a voiceover, and it's like, I remember the summer days when family used to bring me to Milk House ice cream, and you see this kid just bolting through the through the driveway, like through the parking lot to the I would open the door and I'd smell the sense of fresh ice cream waft over my nose, and you just see this kid shot through the glass. You see him like come up to the glass and look at all the ice cream flavors.
Love that.
And it's like they had ice cream for Mom, for Dad, for Betsy, my sister, and then they even had my favorite, Superman. You know? And then like you just get down and you get the kid just eyeballing this ice cream, the slow scoop, the beautiful show shots of like the scoop of ice cream coming out.
It's
taking way too long.
Yeah.
You just see this anticipation growing. And then he scoops it on and he hands it over like he's Willy Wonka handing over the keys to the chocolate factory. And the kid just reaches up, grabs the cone, and you just see him glowing as he's walking through the parking lot. And as he walks by the camera, we pan up to see the milk house, and there's another line like going, and there's another kid like running up to it.
I just got chills when you said that.
I love it, kids in videos, because like it really harks back to everything, like everyone can associate with that. But this in general, this specifically, I think is so powerful for the nostalgia, for the community aspect, and for the brand identity of, you know, being a family-oriented brand. So that would be like the more showman type of video idea I think I would pitch. But otherwise, I think having more realism, I think would really help them. And they could do that in a variety of different ways.
Okay.
I think having behind the scenes kind of feel to their video content, I think would go a long way. Similar to how you're talking about with like showing the milking of the cows, if that's the case, showing the plucking of the rhubarb, you know, walking out there at dawn, picking it up and being like, this is gonna make a good ice cream. Showing the like, you know, scooping the ice cream and having the, you know, you can take your camera like this, scoop the ice cream, put it up, put it on top of a cone, and then hand the cone to the person. Literally, that would be like 10-second video. I would watch that over and over and over and over. And here's the thing with it, though, is you need to do a lot of them.
Okay.
A lot. I would say like 3 or 4 per day minimum.
Wait, this is you shooting it or them shooting it?
No, this is, I mean, I could definitely do it. And what we could do is like
but you're giving them video ideas.
Yeah, I'm giving them the video ideas. Like if we were to shoot it, I would do it not with my phone. I'd do it with like a real camera. And I would shoot this whole process. I would shoot like people coming in the door. I would shoot lots of like interaction.
Gotcha.
I want to see the kids looking in the glass. I want to see the kids excited. I want to see the family excited to share this story with their family.
Yes.
I want to see the anticipation. I want to see handing over the ice cream. I want to see lots of, I don't want to see the dripping because to me that's gross, but I understand it.
Gotcha.
So I would definitely show it.
Okay.
But
you could also show the mom wiping them so they're nice and clean for you,
nice.
Jason.
Clean that up. Stop looking gross.
But the idea is none of these are staged.
None of these are staged.
You're really going there.
All this is real.
Okay.
And I think that's even more important. Like even if the kids, like to me in video, when people look at the camera, it is so infuriating. I'm like, stop looking at the camera, enjoy your moment, pretend I'm not here because I'm trying to make it something narrative. I'm trying to make something more cinematic and things like that. But in that kind of kid situation, I want them to look at the camera. I want them to break that fourth wall. I want them to like know that, oh, I'm being filmed for this. Like even like that's even a little more anticipation.
Gotcha.
And then I want to see real reactions of people eating the ice cream. You can tell me your ice cream is good all day. I don't care. But
I love
like
that.
Every hamburger ad I've ever seen, you see someone eating that hamburger. Okay? Because the hamburger, it looks fine.
Yeah.
But when someone eats it and goes, that makes me hungry.
Okay.
So if I see a kid, a real reaction, not staged, and it has to be real.
Yeah.
And you have to, like even if it is staged, like a true marketing, you know, when you actually get into marketing, you know that not everything is real.
Right.
The angle you take things at, you know, can really change a feeling of a video. The color time, the lighting can change the feeling. So leading everything up to the point where you actually have the bite, the reaction, all that has to be real.
Gotcha.
So when you actually cut to the reaction of eating, it doesn't have to be real, but it'll feel real in the context. I would prefer real, but seeing people's real reaction to going, or like,
I don't want to interrupt, but I just thought of something. This would probably make better video than photo. But the one thing that families do on the regular is that when people get different flavors, they share with each other. So I would love to see like the mom like
you're right.
reaching out and letting the kid taste it. And it's like, oh, can I have a taste of yours?
That's right.
That would be really cute too.
Growing up as a fat kid, didn't really have that option.
You didn't share?
No, this is mine.
I didn't share. I didn't share either. I don't want to share. It's mine.
But I
With my wife, you want to taste it.
With my wife, I will share
Yeah.
because she'll get the Superman and some weird one.
By share, I mean like have a taste of theirs so you know what to get next time. I'm not sharing. I'm not saying give him half of them, half of yours or whatever.
No,
that would be wrong.
That's
definitely a family thing. Yeah. If I'm going with just me and my brother, we're not sharing
No,
with each
definitely.
other.
Not. Mom has to be involved. Yeah. I gotcha.
So I think I think the sharing idea is utterly fantastic. And let's hark back to really quick to your you really wanted to focus on the truck. You really wanted to focus on the ice cream truck.
I love that because it's so fun because it's not Dairy Queen doesn't have one, and it's unique.
And it's a truck. It's not a fleet of trucks.
Yeah.
And I think doing that in the community, showing people like interacting with it in the community, especially in events. Oh man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, if they're really trying to rent this out for events and say like, hey, we'll do your wedding, we'll do your party, we'll do your, corporate event.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to show that.
100%.
Rule number one, if you want to try to sell something, you need to show it. And that's why we are going to be going into a bunch of EO7 videos pretty soon because we want to show what we actually want to start making.
Yes.
So showing that at the event, showing the reaction. And again, the ice cream is not as important as the interaction and as the reaction of the human beings.
Yes, because humans want to see other humans. Like we're programmed to respond to that.
DNA programmed. And how this actually works, this is marketing psychology right here. We're monkeys. We, at our very core, we love shiny things.
Yep.
We love doing this stuff. Do you ever wonder why there are so many mirrors in a department store?
Because we like looking at ourselves.
Because we like looking at ourselves. We like other humans. This is why you've never watched a movie about a mountain or a tree. It would be fun one time, but probably not again.
Right.
Okay? Even documentaries anthropomorphize animals.
There's a documentary on Netflix about fungus.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. I haven't watched it, but it's amazing footage of like mushrooms growing, like time lapses.
You always kill me about this. You always have this awesome deep dive of something really interesting.
It looks really cool. It's on Netflix.
There's a human being describing it though.
Yeah, probably.
Is there a narrative? There's
probably a narrator.
There has to be.
All right. Well,
I could probably just watch fungus grow though.
Depending on the cinematography, it might work. But I mean, watch any nature show. Okay, any like Animal Planet show.
Anthropomorphize the animal. Or you naturally do as a viewer.
Or you do. You're like, look, he's people.
Yeah.
You see the bird like preparing his nest for the mate to
come.
Oh
my God.
Like, he's like flirting with her and all that.
So I think
it's amazing.
While the ice cream is amazing to look at, it's fantastic. I love looking at it.
Yeah.
That should be 10 to 15% of your content.
For video especially.
Focus on people.
You got to show the interaction.
Yes.
You got to show the people.
Because you're selling the experience of going to this place.
That's it. Otherwise, you're selling the product, and the product isn't worth going someplace for.
Right. So in terms of this second idea of wanting a behind the scenes, this authenticity, it seems like you want to do a series of several sort of short pieces that are sort of like almost like documentary style pieces.
That's a great way to say it. Yes. I would love to do documentaries.
Yeah.
Or the documentary feel.
Like micro documentaries.
Micro documentaries.
So like one is like
30 seconds, 2 minutes.
Here's how we make the ice cream.
Right.
One is here's how we prepare it. One is here's what kids enjoying it. Maybe kids' reactions. You get like 20 different reactions, and you cut between them. And then you talk about the ice cream truck. That's its own video.
Correct.
You do one where it's like look at the Milk House ice cream truck, whatever, featuring it, and we're taking it to this one event, and you're covering the event.
That one event.
And maybe you get all kinds of things like kids' reactions, where they're at, people enjoying it.
And I would do it like a Mr. Beast video. Not like that high energy. I'd do it far lower energy. But what they always do is they always cut back to the audio of the people who are in the video like who are putting the video together. So like the person driving the truck, I would love to be like, whoa, look at all these kids, like that kind of little audio snippets throughout. And that would feel more like it's a real event instead of, hey, we staged this event where kids showed up and they ate ice cream. I think having those little audio snippets of like real reactions throughout the day, I think that would be really pivotal.
Right.
So having nice clean audio would be direly important.
And
for
the nice
that.
thing about this is that you're an expert in the editing too.
Right.
So you're going
right.
to make it look very polished, despite that it's going to be like raw and authentic.
It's going to look raw and authentic.
You're really there.
Make it
you're really
authentic.
capturing it, but you will make it look polished because you know how
Right.
to edit, you know how to shoot
Right.
properly to get both of those
when
things.
you can cut from one shot to another, that makes all the difference when you know which shot to cut to, not just putting them together, but you know, a good editor, a good filmmaker can say, okay, this shot next to this shot is going to elicit this emotion, but if you take this shot out and put this shot, it's going to elicit this other emotion.
Yes.
What do you want to go for your brand?
And that's so much more effective than
So much
telling the brand story
So much
than
more.
if
100%.
somebody just came with their phone and got some
Bingo.
coverage
Bingo.
of the event. Instead, you're actually treating it like a film.
Correct.
Yeah.
In a way,
Correct.
but it's
But I would say also as a video marketing standpoint, I would say they should be shooting all the time.
the
All
actual
the time. Like phone,
and,
phone footage, employee footage, behind the scenes, all the time, because that should be on stories like crazy.
How long are the videos, by the way? Your idea
For the documentaries,
approximately?
I would say
what would they be?
30 seconds to a minute. I wouldn't imagine going anything over a minute. A minute's a long time unless you're like really invested in the brand. Even a minute. A minute is excessive. 30 seconds is prime. The other thing I would pitch for them, I know they have a promo on YouTube. I want to see an About Us video. I want to see, this is who we are. These are our employees.
They mention them very, like, they talk about themselves, but like I wanted to, yes, I want to know everything about them.
I want to know their story. I want to know why they're doing this. Not just, hey, we're ice cream. I want to know who.
What they wrote on the About Me page is what should be featured in the video.
Agreed. Their About Me page on the website
it's very good.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I want that.
Yes.
And I want like the passion. I want to watch them wake up in the morning. I want to watch them make the ice cream. I want to watch them glow throughout the day.
Yeah.
And I want to watch them go to bed at night going, everything I did mattered.
Yeah. Because it does. They're not. It's not just lip service.
Right.
I mean, that's.
We're getting better at this.
Oh my God. I hate these mic arms. I can't see your face. But yay. Okay.
It's not much
We
work
can
on that.
see each other.
But we're good on video?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's pretty strong.
We got 3 strong ideas, and the second one has possibly you can make 20 videos within that.
A lot
Yeah.
of
Easily.
content. All right. I'm going to cancel and then restart. Guys, it is time for the marketing. We have the photos, we have the branding identity, we have the videos. How are they going, or how do we think they should market this content that we just created for them?
So we should talk about the channels that they're.
Let's talk
they're
about the
putting
channels.
things
Let's
out
talk
at.
about the channels they're already on.
Okay,
first.
I would say definitely show more people on Instagram and show more video of people interacting, enjoying their ice cream. 100%.
So in terms of, let's imagine that we've shot these photos and these videos.
We made everything. How are they going to use them?
Well, but you bring up a good point.
Yes.
Your point about their Instagram, where there's not enough people.
Exactly.
That means we want to put these photos of people. On their Instagram.
Yes. So they could perhaps put like their own shots of ice cream and then put people enjoying it. So they can intermix the professional photos with their regular
Oh, I think
photos.
that would actually be
Absolutely.
They'd
important.
probably
I
want
think
to
so.
release your photos maybe as like a carousel of like 3 or 4.
Oh, that would be nice.
Photos.
It's more story oriented.
You think so?
I
Okay.
honestly do.
Well, what do you think? You're the photo.
No,
guy.
I think for photo, like the main feed is important, and usually when people scroll through, they're looking for that one eye-catching thing. And carousels are good for people who are looking at the Instagram almost every day, But
Now,
if it's just occasionally, I don't know if
Something
the
to
carousels.
add to that, I think carousels are really important because Instagram does its analytics
That's
based
right.
on how long you are on that
I guess
page.
if you're looking at it from an analytics point of view, then
Yeah.
yes, the carousel.
And that's what this section is about:
Okay.
is how are they going to build through? How are they going to get more people in the door
Okay.
through the
So I
this
guess
marketing?
the carousel part would be like the kid coming in, the kid getting ice ice cream, the kid enjoying ice cream,
Yeah.
the kid leaving. So that would be one
I
carousel,
would actually
right?
start with the kid having the ice cream first.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Even if it's out of order, because that's the eye-catching.
Got it.
The first image of a carousel has to be the most
That's right.
eye-catching.
Okay. And that's the one that's going to stay on the page, which kind of
That's
goes back to
correct.
my hesitation. So that makes sense.
And this
yes.
is this the last segment of the show?
Oh, yeah, sorry, my cat
You
just
got-
bit.
got bit by. Oh, I see it. He's still at his. Oh
Wow.
My God.
Wow.
Okay, anyway.
Maybe stop
So if this is the
petting him.
last section
Yes,
of the show,
yes.
maybe we should go over the bullet points of the photo and then
Absolutely.
talk about how that'll
Absolutely.
market.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just read off what the notes
Please.
I took for your ideas. You want close-ups of kids looking through the glass.
Mm-hmm.
You want photos of the ice cream trucks, and this is all your ideas. Sort of like what Jason we came up with in the second part, documentary style.
Yeah.
Basically, you're getting real coverage of like things. You're not staging it.
Yeah.
Ice cream at an event. So you want to go cover an event with their ice cream truck.
True.
You want photos of something like a long line of kids going
yeah.
up to the truck, kind of waiting for this thing.
I love that visual, by the way.
All of these seem like, again, selling parents on the idea of bring your kids here, they're
Right.
gonna have a good time.
Right.
Right.
But it's all real. None of it's staged.
Yes.
And then you got behind the scenes how they make the ice cream, milking the cow. If you want that shot, if you can get it, but they might not
only
be
if
milking
they are
their own cows.
actually-
They're getting
Yes,
using their
yes.
dairy.
I
Otherwise,
don't
it's
know,
not going
yeah.
to feel authentic.
Yeah.
Show the process of
Yes.
making the product. Again, this is attractive to people because they want to
Yes.
go
Right.
to
And
a
especially
place that
people
makes
are-
natural
Right.
products.
People are more health conscious these days, so they they don't want any of that crap.
This is
you
how
know?
they differentiate from places like Dairy Queen, which
Yes.
is
Right.
essential as a brand. You want to differentiate
Yes.
from
Correct.
other places.
Yes.
It's that it's natural ingredients. It's a cool environment, so you want to show that.
Yep.
And then
Not only that, you're talking and buying from the people who are making it, which is another level of amazing. So I definitely
Yeah.
want to show the owners as well, not just like, hey, look at us, we're posing, but like just how they make everything, how they interact, like
Yeah.
how much joy they find in their everyday lives, which they made their business now. Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I have though. Showing the process of how it's made, showing people enjoying it.
So you mentioned in Instagram.
Okay.
What would you suggest they do for Instagram? Because they're killing it on Facebook.
Yes, they should definitely be posting on Instagram every day, whether it's professional photos.
Every day.
Every day.
Once, because you and I talked on Coffee and Cameras.
Yeah.
That the new norm is posting to social 4 times a day.
I think that's a lot to ask from business owners.
I think so too.
once a day is actually doable.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm struggling,
Okay, so once a day to the main feed.
Once a day to the main feed, and then they could post stories.
And then stories are simple, right?
Yep.
Can you give us a really quick example of a story that they can do for Instagram?
Okay, this is Bob or whoever is like he's mixing the ice cream. Just like hold the camera above the
And that's it.
ice cream mixer, and that's it.
It's ridiculously simple.
You don't have to say anything. You could just show it. You
Yeah.
don't have to be fancy about it. It's super
Right.
simple. Or you could like a cute little kid comes in, like just snap a quick picture of the kid. Ask the mom, hey, can I post the kid?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if this is like off topic, it's not photo, it's marketing, but I would encourage everybody who comes in like, hey, if you tag us,
agree.
then we would
I
be so
agree.
happy, and thank you for tagging us or something like that.
Well, I think that's dead on this perfect section. This is the marketing.
Yeah.
This is the marketing aspect.
Yeah.
Tag us in your posts. Review us on Google because, as we all know, Google is the place where people go to search for things.
Yep.
I mean, there's a reason we don't use Waze as much as a reason.
Yeah.
I missaid it.
Yeah.
It's because Google Maps owns the GPS world. Google has all this SEO. Google has all this
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
That's the first place you're going to go to
Yep.
look for anything. If you're looking
Yep.
for ice cream near me, you're going to find this place.
Speaking of
So
Google,
having the reviews is ideal.
I would definitely recommend that they also update their Google page with photos, because there is
100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of good photos on Facebook that is not on Google, that is not on Instagram. So they already have the photos; they just have to post it to
And
different
people
places.
can post to Google Photos
Yes.
for themselves, and
That's
then
right.
then you're not even doing anything.
That's right.
You're getting free advertisement then.
Yep.
And
So-
your photos, since they're really they're not staged, your
Organic.
photos could go on their Google
Yeah.
Photos.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, the photos can go anywhere. They can go on their website. They can
Yep.
go on
Would you
their
recommend
flyers.
that they put your photos on every platform? Like if they're going to post on Instagram photos of
good
the
question.
kids
Good
lining
question.
up in front of the ice cream
I
truck,
mean-
does that go on Instagram and Facebook and Google Photos?
I
Like,
would. But I probably wouldn't do it all at the same time, just for variety's sakes. Like I would kind of
Have
exactly
the library of content.
Yes, have the library ready, because usually when we shoot for a brand, we produce enough photo where they have like one photo per day at the minimum.
For minimum for a year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
then they could do
basic.
like, the kids eating ice cream on Google one week, and then it could be on Instagram the next week. So just so it's a little bit variety, and
variety.
it breaks up, so it's not the same content through all the platforms on the same day, because that might be a little.
I'm going to
redundant.
suggest, at least for photo, I mean video would be too, but photo, more photos on Facebook of families.
Yes.
And I don't mind seeing all the ice cream on Instagram, because
Yes.
remember, Instagram is the global
Yes.
network. You're not going to catch as many people doing that.
Yeah.
So Facebook, I think, again, is their strongest
because it's
friend.
more local,
It's
available to
all
people.
Yeah.
local based, and it's
Yeah.
all share based. It's all community based. So I think having more family photos, more interaction photos on Facebook is going to knock them out of the water. It's going to blow them
Right.
up.
Right.
It's going to take that 14,000 to 14,000 literally coming in the door.
So we would kind of recommend that they would post like maybe once a day on Facebook.
Oh,
at least.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with also posting families on Instagram, because like if you search for local businesses near Elgin and you want good ice, you might search by the hashtag. I know it's not as, local as Facebook
right,
is,
right.
but still, you don't want to neglect that.
And now I'm someone who is sort of a Facebook novice. I'm more of an Instagram, obviously. But
Yeah.
so my question about Facebook is, when you post photos, when you put a caption, that's like kind of more visible, right, than on Instagram, where the caption's like you only get the first line.
Captions
right?
basically hidden on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with Facebook, I think I've seen
You
like
could
people
s-
will post photos, and then what they write for it is like above the photos.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that means it's a little more prominent.
That's a
that's a good
very
point.
good
That's
point.
a
If you're
good
going to
point.
post, let's say you do X amount of photos for them.
right.
Maybe you give them 50 photos total.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
post a set of 3 every day, or 4,
Right,
however,
right.
whatever you guys would
Yeah,
suggest. But
yeah.
then accompanying that selection of photos, they're going to, maybe they write a caption
Yeah.
like,
And it doesn't
bring
need to be
your
long.
kids here for,
Right.
this is a great
Yeah.
place for kids to enjoy
Yeah.
Bingo.
this.
Or look at little Bobby enjoying our freshly made
Right.
strawberry
Oh,
ice
our fresh
cream.
rhubarb
Yeah.
ice cream.
That's
Bobby's not going to enjoy rhubarb, I don't
that's a-
think.
You don't
but-
think so?
I don't know.
Until he
maybe.
tries it.
Oh, I'm going to.
Look at him being adversary here. He's like, I don't want rhubarb. Oh, this is good. I want this more.
But
Okay.
that's a plus of using Facebook, because
100%.
there's more functionality in the caption.
Yes,
Most people
yes.
don't. I don't read captions on Instagram, but if it's
I
if
never
it's more
do.
prominent in
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
True.
then we would recommend them to do that, so they can again sell the idea. of,
Correct.
This
Yeah.
is an experience place. Where you bring your kids for a good experience.
I love that. And
That's
basically
how
tell the story. Tell the written story.
But the other reason too, like when people scroll through for Instagram feeds, what's going to stop them is probably a face, because that's what we're programmed to look for.
Right, but remember, we're
Yep.
trying to get them in the door.
Got it.
So I think Instagram would be amazing for followers.
Got
Instagram
it.
would be amazing for brand awareness.
Okay.
I think hands down their best. I'm even turning my back on what I said earlier about TikTok. I don't think they need to worry about that.
Really?
I think TikTok would be amazing for brand awareness.
Okay.
Just to get it out there, to get people attention.
Okay.
But if we're trying to get people in the door with this campaign, Facebook is hands down their best.
You know what?
option.
If they offer, like free ice cream to a couple of local teenagers, they could be on TikTok all day talking about it.
That's
no
true
joke.
too. Yeah.
Well, and then
but the idea though is, sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah.
The idea though is, TikTok's great, Instagram's great. Let's recommend they do that.
Yeah,
but
well, yeah,
Facebook is
absolutely.
the strongest,
Yeah.
so that would
Hands
be
down.
what we would
Because
say.
it's
Hit that
already
the
working
hardest.
for them. So keep doing what's
Yeah.
working for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's an old adage: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But I want to add something to that. Tweak it.
Yeah.
Make it better.
Yep.
14,000 is great. We can get more. We can get more people in the door.
Yes. No one's going to say anything like, no, we don't want more customers. Like, yeah. They'll just hire more people
Yeah,
and
right.
expand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another thing that we didn't think about with this is, you guys know the hot dog stand, Gene and Jude's?
Yes.
I
Okay,
don't.
we're taking
He's
you.
too,
We're
he's,
absolutely
he's
taking
too far
you.
away for that. But yes.
Gene and Jude's is a hot dog place in the Chicagoland area that really caters on quality of food.
Yep.
Basically, that and the fact that you are at Gene and Jude's.
Yep.
You're welcome that you're here.
Yep.
You know, this is the place that refuses to serve ketchup, and if you ask for it, they kick you out.
Yep, 100%.
And the hot dogs are gorgeous. They have literally 3 things on the menu: hot dogs, double dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 things on the menu: hot dogs, double dogs, fries, tamale.
Yep.
And they're amazing. They take cash only. I have never seen that place without at least 50 people in line.
There's always a line out the door, and good luck if it's a weekend. I've had
you can make this into the. I don't want to stay too far on that. I'll talk about Gene and Jude's all day.
Yep.
But I think Milk House could be the Gene and
That
Jude's.
is correct.
And working through Facebook is going to push that because
True.
it's a local community.
Because Gene and Jude's has decades behind them.
My dad used to go there when he was drinking in his 20s.
Yep. So Gene and Jude's is the type of place that I actually took a bride and groom there. That's how much they loved on their wedding day.
It's sort of iconic.
Right.
Yes.
It's iconic.
For
So
photos.
Milk House could do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think by focusing through Facebook, focusing through local community
I like
aspects,
that a lot. Yeah.
eventually you'd stop advertising altogether and you just are.
Yes, it's like more of a word of mouth. Like
Yeah.
people know you
Yeah.
haven't been to the Milk House.
haven't
How
heard
have
of
you
Milk
not?
House?
You
Yeah.
live in this area.
Like
We're
you
going
haven't
now.
heard of Gene and Jude's, we're definitely taking
and
you.
I would like to.
You
I can't
heard what
wait.
I just said.
Yeah.
I literally stopped what I was saying, like, oh, dude, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Milk House can get there, but focusing on the community, that's why I think Facebook is hands down their best route, but they need to be pushing it far more. Especially now, especially during the summer. It's June 10th today,
Yeah.
June 11th, whatever it is. Get
and
on
Google
this.
and Google will push you up in
Google,
the search.
You want the SEO.
Yes, if you update with photos and even update like, hey, come and try our new flavor
Right,
ice
right.
cream, like even just words.
And then
on
showing the
Google.
pictures
Yes.
of the experience,
Yes.
showing the pictures in the video that we're doing,
Yes,
because
so-
you can post both of those to Google.
Yep.
And asking your clients to also do it.
Yep.
We're almost at the end. Is there any last minute?
Oh, well, we didn't do video.
Oh,
We
it's
didn't
in there.
talk. Oh well, let me go over your video ideas though. We got a
I already
minute.
did.
All right.
Oh,
Don't
you
worry.
didn't go
Dude,
over
we
it.
have 1 minute. Way too long. Because
All right.
here's the issue. Literally everything that we said about photo,
Yeah.
I would instantly put
It's
toward
very
video.
it's very similar.
I was going
you
to
also
push-
had the About Us.
Yeah, which will be
Yeah.
great on their YouTube or website. I wouldn't
Okay.
put that anyplace else.
Okay.
You have the bigger stuff, but I would put all this on Facebook, and I would put this to a community-based engines, community-based platforms.
And we can optimize the doc style
Yes.
short videos for TikTok too. We can make vertical
could.
versions.
You could.
I would recommend that because I wouldn't discount TikTok.
Oh no, I'm not discounting it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's not going to get people in the door. TikTok isn't going to get people in the door.
I think it would. I just think it wouldn't be as strong as Facebook.
TikTok will get the attention. TikTok will get the followers. It won't get people in the door though,
Okay.
because people want that instant gratification with TikTok.
Because it's right. I hear you.
It's not
Yeah.
a good like buy this now kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
think TikTok would be great to get them to Facebook, get them to the website, and that's when you go. That's it, guys. You watch this awesome thing in 2
Right.
seconds. You're coming in the door.
Oh, you did
just
that on
sold it.
purpose. Oh, I
Exactly.
saw you looking down.
Guys, thank
Nice.
you so much for joining us this week on Pitch Session. We are EO7 Media. We are a local to Chicago-based media production company, including photo, video, and marketing. But overall, we are brand storytellers. We focus on your brand to bring out and make you shine, to show the world what you already know about how awesome of the stuff you're doing. So we want to show the world what you already know. So on that note, if you are interested in being a part of the pitch session, you can write to us at hello@eo7media.com, and we will send you a form to fill out where all this information that we got to today. You tell us all about your brand, what you're looking for, and if you are lucky of one of the people that we pick, we get to do a pitch session for you.
I also want to say that you could also send us a message through Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just a big fan of email.
I know.
Big fan.
Instagram is fine too.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I've been Jason,
Hilda,
Nathan.
and we are EO7 Media. Thank you.
and here comes Jimmy.
And Jimmy's back into it. All right.
Don't put your hand down.
I can't believe you got bit. Like
I got bit hard, man. I was like, oh, keep the
You
face,
kept
keep the
talking.
face.
You were like,
Now we eat
Oh.
lunch.
Now we eat lunch or some ice cream.
I can't keep this all to myself.